Hey, we're back. Do another one of these. I'm Addison Wiley.
I'm Sky. No need for a last name.
No, yeah, I guess so. There's only one Addison and this one Sky, one John. So, 2/3 of Krupke's right here. And guess what? We saw a bunch of movies. Again, we saw a bunch of movies, good and bad. Thought we'd do another review rapid fire for you. Yeah, should we just
Get it moving. We should probably stop watching so many movies.
I like this.
Money.
I don't like seeing all these bad ones. We have a couple really awful. I have the list here. Really awful movies.
Yeah.
Meh. So let's get this thing started.
Bang.
The Backup Plan. A really boring, unoriginal. I want to say mundane, but that's another word for boring. Just every word in the dictionary that falls under boring, this movie attracts. This movie was just so bad. It was just wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. It wasn't romantic. Wasn't comedic. It promised us 2 stars, 2 leads that really wanted to win us over with their witty and charming attitudes, and that's not there. They're just really awful, boring people. The guy is just whiny. I hated this movie. Hated. What did you think?
I liked it.
Oh my god.
Well, from a girl's perspective, if you are hanging out with a bunch of girlfriends, having a sleepover, whatever, it's cute. It's a cute get together with your girlfriends and watch the movie. Or your mom, or whatever. I didn't mind it. It wasn't the greatest movie in the entire world, but it was still okay. I didn't hate it like you did.
It looks so cheap. You can tell they shot it on back lots and stuff. Nothing seems it's all just fake and superficial. It's really, I can see where you're coming from, but I hate this movie. Hate. Speaking of movies that I hate, we have The Bounty Hunter.
Let's just say I got through the first 10 minutes and that was painful enough and I had to turn it off and didn't watch any more. And I have absolutely no desire to watch anything to do with that movie ever again. 10 minutes and that almost killed me. What do you think?
I hate this. This is excruciating to get through because you couldn't get through it, and then I was like, no, this isn't. I'm not gonna let this break me. I'm gonna try to watch this, and it is I've never. You know what? I was going back and forth the review of Carcasses that we did when we saw it at the North Bay Film Festival. Carcasses is awful. It's a truly terrible movie, but Bounty Hunter is just so bad in another way because it thinks it's being funny. It thinks it has a funny premise and funny jokes. No, it's just so dull and so unfunny, and it's so creepy at points too, where you have Gerard Butler kind of really having too much fun and grabbing Jennifer Aniston, throwing in the trunk and stuff. Then you have I forget the guy's name, but he's on Saturday Night Live. He's one of the. I think he's one of the writers. He was in The Rocker too. People are just yelling the name out. He's in this, and he's very creepy too. He has a weird obsession with Jennifer Aniston. It's awful. Nothing is good in this movie whatsoever. I want everyone to avoid this at all costs. It's terrible. Exit through the gift shop. Huge thumbs up. Love this movie. Do you want? Should I go on? Because I love this movie
so
much.
Go on your rant. It's gonna be a while.
This movie is at first I'm sitting in the theater. First of all, it's a roundabout way. It's a documentary about art, street art, and art, just the art scene altogether. A movie directed by Banksy, who's a world-renowned street artist. A really great documentary about just everything going on in the art scene. It didn't hit me till after. I thought about it some more and just how brilliant it is with you don't know what's real and what's a practical joke. and it mixes reality and a surreal alternate reality, I want to say, together, but it still teaches people about, what happens in the art scene, what the good and what are the pros and cons of it. It's just really, really awesome. If I had to pull like a flaw out of this, and it's a minor flaw, a lot of it's shot on in fact, all of it might be shot on DV tape. So when it's being blown up to a bigger screen, it looks it takes you a second to kind of look around and what's real, what you're realizing what's going on. But that's just a minor flaw. I can easily look past this. This is one of the best movies of the year, and they'll definitely be on my list. What do you think?
Loved it. You pretty much covered everything except for it wasn't shown in a lot of theaters, so a lot of people probably haven't gotten to see it. It's still in a couple theaters here in Toronto, so if you have a chance to see it, you have to. Doesn't matter if you're into street art or not. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Should we say? We shouldn't really saying the plot synopsis. I was kind of iffy with too, because it's best to go into this movie just knowing that it's about the art scene and knowing nothing else, because it's really brilliant how they introduce all these new things into it. So yeah, no more. Just go see it. Babies. Now, I didn't see this. I was out of town, really bummed out because it looked awesome, but you saw this.
I saw Babies, and it was so cute. I just want to pinch its little face. But, yeah, so Babies is a documentary about 5 different babies in different parts of the world, and you go through an entire year with these babies and watching them grow up. It's really, really, really unique because it takes the parents almost completely...
You're good.
Almost completely out of it. And the front of the entire movie is the babies, and there's no narration, there's no talking, there's just music and babies, and it tells this entire story, and it's brilliant. You have to go see it. It'll make you smile. You cannot go and see that movie or even watch the trailer without smiling. Dare you to. Won't work.
Now, from what I heard, the soundtrack. How's the sound? Because you said no narration, so it's mostly songs.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant soundtrack. It's just brilliant overall. Everything's brilliant. I know I'm saying that a lot.
No, you saw this in a packed theater too.
I saw it at the Cumberland 4, which is this really creepy, weird little theater that only plays 4 movies sometimes. And I saw it at Hot Dog, so it was packed theater. You couldn't I'm glad I got there 20 minutes early because people couldn't even find seats. They had to get chairs from outside and sit in the aisles, and it was really crazy. And it was really cool sitting in the packed theater because everyone's laughing and everyone's crying and everyone's just happy at the same time. It was pretty cool. Ooh. It's still playing at that Cumberland 4 if you want to go see it, which I recommend doing. You missed out.